Hey everybody, this is Lucas here, back at it again with another reaction video, and yeah, we got a pretty good one for you today. Yeah, so just to get this right, earlier today I was scrolling through YouTube, and I saw something that like immediately catch my eye, and it's honestly something I wasn't expecting at all. Like Yeah, so basically what we got for you here is the Angry Video Game Nerd doing a collab episode with caddicarus, and yeah, like for those of you that have seen my reaction before, you may know already that I've been watching these two for quite some time, and like seeing these two collab together honestly feels so surreal to me, and y- like the topic or was the topic or like the title of the episode, I should say, definitely fits. Because what we got for you here is the Angry Video Game Nerd taking a look at some Crash Bandicoot games with caddicarus, and like for those of you that have been watching Caddy for quite some time, may know already that he is a huge fan of Crash Bandicoot, or Cash Banuka as he uh, uh, goes by, and yeah, as for me, I honestly don't have a lot of experience with the Crash Bandicoot games. Sort of uh, the only experience I've ever had with the Crash Bandicoot was through the likes of the Insane trilogy, and funnily enough, it was actually because of Caddy's videos that got me invested into the series, and like mostly with just the Insane trilogy like alone, and, and not just like the fourth game that came out, and not just like the fourth game that came out like a few years after that, which uh, which which I still haven't played, but I, and saying that out loud actually makes me want to try it out at some point. But after seeing a lot of videos of like going for full completion and whatnot, and, considering how I how I am a little bit of a completion, how I do tend to be a bit of a completionist myself when it comes to certain games. Eventually when I do get the game, I might just I might just play the game normally, like go from point A to point B and not worry about getting all the other shit, like from the gems to the all the relics, and yeah. So anyways, enough dilly dallying. Uh, let's see what the AVGN and Caddy has in store for us. So yeah, let's jump right into it. And
Hey, remember when the first PlayStation came out? Remember when they needed some new hip mascot to take on Mario? Well, that's where Crash Bandicoot came in. And while he was never the official mascot, he definitely made a mark. Since the first
Daddy
Crash
did.
Bandicoot game was released 30 years ago, if you can believe, he's been all
Damn.
over magazine covers and commercials. Before the Geico Gecko, or the Caveman for that matter, there was a guy in a Crash Bandicoot costume heckling Nintendo outside their corporate offices with
I remember that
megaphone.
commercial.
Mustache Man, your worst nightmare has arrived. Pack up your stuff.
What an asshole. Sony and the team from Naughty Dog worked
Wow, what an asshole!
together on the design of the character, and the mission was the same as Sonic, Gex, Bubsy, and all the rest. Beat Mario with an
Bubsy.
edgy character. I mean, Mario didn't have a floating witch doctor head guiding him around. And the past 30 years,
true.
there's been a shitload of these games. Trying to figure out which ones are good and which ones suck is going to be like walking blindfolded and barefoot through a room splattered with alternating piles of jello and dog shit.
Oh.
Since I've never dove into Crash Bandicoot games before, I'm going to need some guidance from somebody who's experienced in this topic. But first, a word from this video's sponsor. Remember the good old days when you wanted to watch a movie? You just grabbed it right off the shelf, like so.
Yep.
Grab it off the shelf. Well,
I miss
today
those
almost
days.
everything goes straight to streaming, and while I appreciate the convenience of it all, sometimes the movies you want to watch are nowhere to be found. At least at the video store, you can get the tape ordered.
Oh, wait a minute. What was that called again?
To make up for that, I've been using ExpressVPN for years, and I haven't missed a
Hey,
movie since.
ExpressVPN.
Streaming apps love to hide content based on your geolocation. Sinners wasn't available on Netflix in the US, so I activated ExpressVPN and switched my location to Australia, and within seconds the movie popped up to watch. Or how about X, the throwback to 70s slasher starring Mia Goth, only streaming in Canada. At
Never
least that's
seen
what
that
they'd
one.
like you to believe. And with 105
Never
countries
heard of that
to
movie
choose your
before in my
location
life.
from, along with 24/7 customer service and consistently faster speeds than any other VPN provider, ExpressVPN is the perfect choice for anyone who loves movies. ExpressVPN has been my skeleton key to unlock hard-to-find streaming movies for years, and it hasn't let me down yet. Find out how you can get up to 4 extra months
Well, he just jinxed it, nerd. No, I'm just kidding.
by clicking the link in the description below, scanning the QR code on screen, or by going to expressvpn.com/cinemassacre. All right, we're back. Time to start the review. Now,
Sponsor? Money? That's something that I like. Who's the sponsor?
Hey,
little late.
Spons. It's Spons.
Okay, cool. I'm out.
Oh my god. Oh,
as
dude.
you can see, it's trying to be cut.
Did he just take a shit on Caddy's face? Oh.
Cutting edge with its 3D visuals, and for the most part, it plays pretty well. Your main method of attack is spinning, so I guess because a bandicoot is an animal that's native to Australia, they're probably thinking it's like those Tasmanian devils, because those things are always spinning, right? Yeah, you ever go to Australia? You ever see the animals spinning around? Kangaroos and koala bears are always spinning. No, I guess they just saw the
Yeah, it's the
Tasmanian
fucking
devil
worst.
cartoons and copied that. Marsupials see, marsupial do. That's the most awkward thing I've ever said. Okay,
Yeah.
so the penguins in Crash Bandicoot 2 spin. So are the penguins Australian now?
Evidently.
Hey, Australian guy.
Yes?
You're Australian, right?
Yes, I am.
Let me ask you, do the animals in Australia spin?
Yes?
Do the toilets spin the wrong way?
I don't know. I don't usually make a habit of watching it leave after I'm done.
I'm sorry, Caddy, but that was a terrible Australian accent, my dude. Oh. I'm sorry. Oh. Here we go again.
I've seen dogs spin around before they sit down, so if any character should spin, it should be Beethoven on Super Nintendo. That game would be
Oh.
vastly improved if Beethoven could spin. Most of this game is alright, but it sucks whenever you have to run toward the camera, like this boulder scene right out of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Cool idea, but you can't see what you're running into and have no time to react.
Whoa! Whoa!
Ah!
Oh, he jumped the wrong way. Oh, oh, so close.
At least Indy could see what was in front of him. Imagine how differently that scene would play if he was blindly ramming into shit. In some areas, they have you riding a hog. Maybe
Oh,
this
the
was Sony's
hog
response
level.
to the rhino friend Rambi in Donkey Kong Country. Or even Yoshi, honestly. But the
Yeah.
weird thing is, before he mounts the hog, Crash looks at the camera and makes this creepy face. Like, yeah, I'm gonna ride that fucking hog. What's his deal? By the way,
I'm sorry.
jumping sucks. You have to be so precise that most of the time you're going to be watching your shadow instead of the actual character. If I wanted to watch a little...
I mean, granted, the first Crash game does revolve around patience, so yeah, I could definitely see why that was the case.
black circle move across the screen all day, I'd watch a hockey game. Oh, and this bridge stage really fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Every misstep causes Crash to follow his doom. Fuck! But now, let's
Yeah,
get to
the
the
bridge
real
level sucks,
shit.
not gonna
The
lie.
save system. And by that, I mean there is no system. Take a guess how to save. Take a wild guess. Would you just bring up the menu and hit save? No, that would be too easy. Do you have to find a save point? No, too cliche.
Yeah, the only way you could save in the original version is by completing the bonus levels. Yeah, it was pretty fucking stupid. But thankfully, by the time the Insane Trilogy came out, they done fixed it, and and like instead would have it like autosave for each time that you beat a stage, instead of like autosave for each time you beat a level.
Does it autosave after you complete the level? No, don't be ridiculous.
Of course not, don't be ridiculous.
But thankfully, there are multiple ways you can save in this game. Here they are. A. Collect 3 symbols which activate a bonus area, and if you complete that bonus area without dying, it'll save. B. Go back and refight a boss in which you might die anyway. And C. Get full completion on a level without dying once and find every single hidden item. The problem with option C is that certain boxes don't show up until you found these colored gems. It's kind of like Super Mario World, you know, with the colored switches that make certain blocks appear. But even worse, these gems don't start showing up until stage 10. I mean, just to find them, you'd have to shell out 20 extra bucks on a strategy guide. Now that's a real shitty thing to have to do. In short, it's probably the worst save system I've ever seen.
Agreed.
Even worse than Gex. I'm not saying it has to save every single step you take. I mean, setting you back a little is fine and dandy, but this miserable fuckheap takes it to the absolute extreme. One time I was on stage 12, and I got sent all the way back to stage 6.
Oh, fuck.
That's worse than Ninja Gaiden. You can't even re-enter a stage to farm extra lives because they disappear from the crates once you get them. So your only other options are A. Kill 100 bats, which takes forever. B. Pull off a precisely timed spin jump onto a turtle, which is more likely to kill you. And C. Go fuck yourself. Overall, this isn't the worst game I've ever played, by any stretch. The graphics are nice, and the majority of the levels are fun to play, but no proper save? Come on. And by the way, the name of the witch doctor head following you around is Aku Aku. And since he's a main character throughout the series, I guess I'm gonna have to get used to that guy. Man, if only I had a floating head to help guide me through these games.
Hello, I'm Wanku Wanku, the mascot of the British Museum. Do you want to see some stolen Egyptian hair?
What's the C stand for?
What?
That is none of your goddamn business.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, have some respect.
Alright, look, I could use some help. Which Crash game should I play next? Should I just do 2?
Crash 2 is classic shit. Great movement, great music, and the greatest final boss fight of all time. But I don't know what you're looking for. Don't put this pressure on me. What if I'm wrong and you shout at me? I'm very sensitive.
Okay, should I skip the 3?
Man.
That's my favourite one. It's actually the first video game I ever played. I'm younger than you. So give that one a go. You might
As
like
am
it.
I.
Or you won't. Whatever. I don't care.
Well, unless they're bad, I think I'm gonna move on. How's Crash Team Racing?
Have you played Mario Kart?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's the same idea. You put a load of abused animals in cars and send them around a track without any driving licenses, like the circus. But unlike earlier Mario Kart, it's way more aggressive and chaotic, and it had the jump drifting and triple turbo boost system, which takes it from a rip-off to a rip-on. It's got a story mode with shit to collect, it's got missiles, it's got eyebrows. Basically, it's great, so I don't think you'll want to play it. Why not? What do you want? Who are you?
Okay. Well, on that note, I'm gonna play Crash Bash. Is that a fine choice?
A fine choice for something good or something shit? Are you looking for something bad? Oh my god, put it in, play it, now, go, do it.
Already warned you, nerd.
You win.
So, Crash Bash continues to rip off Nintendo. This time it's a clone of Mario Party. It's basically a bunch of mini games.
Except the only difference is, it's bad.
featuring an all-star lineup of Crash characters. But wait, who's Rilla-Roo? I don't remember a gorilla, kangaroo, mutant hybrid wearing pants in any of the other games. Alright, so I get the idea. It's a bunch of shitty mini-games. What's next?
Well, that was the first game not developed by Naughty Dog. They moved on to greener pastures.
And I moved on to greener beers. Cheers.
Hey.
Ah! What the fuck?
I don't like beer.
Then have some tea.
Oh, what? Because I'm British?
You want it or not?
Yes.
Ah!
I don't like tea.
Okay, what game are we playing? How about Wrath of Cortex?
If you want.
Some guide you are. Okay, Wrath of Cortex on PS2. So the main villain, Dr. Neo Cortex, has made a clone of Crash named Crunch the Super Bandicoot. You know he's tough because he has a metal arm, is triple Crash's size, and has the word super in his name. Thanks to these elemental masks he wears, he just sort of becomes generic bosses like the Water Boss, Fire Boss, and Wind Boss. That's it. The Water Boss...
So they're basically bosses ripped off of airbending abilities from The Last Airbender.
Boss has you memorizing patterns, jump over this, duck under that, but if you mess up even once, then you...
Like, it's basically The Last Airbender before The Last Airbender became a thing.
You die and have to redo the entire fight. The Fire Boss, same shit. But he's got the added bonus of shitting out tiny lava rocks that roll into you, and each of those can kill you in one hit. Unless by some miracle you avoid all these obstacles, these boss fights require you to play over and over again just to learn the patterns. They aren't even that complicated. It's just that everything kills Crash in one hit, so one fuck-up means the end of a run.
Oh,
Okay, so other than the boss
shitty
battles, it's a
placement
pretty
right there.
generic Crash game that sticks to the basic formula for the most part. Well, I guess you can say these games have become somewhat of a cash grab.
Hi. Guess who I am? I'm Cash Bandicoot.
Oh, that's clever. I guess I'm gonna play Crash Twin Sanity.
Throw us a quid, mate.
Okay, Crash Twin Sanity. Oh boy. This is just like those Ren and Stimpy and Beavis and Butthead games where you beat your opponents to death with your friend. Yeah, just like how Stimpy uses Ren to bludgeon enemies to death, Crash uses Dr. Cortex to do the same damn thing. Wait, Crash and his mortal enemy, the evil scientist that created him, mind you, are friends now?
Trust me, we're pals, right?
Crash
Oh,
does
God,
use
that
Cortex
smile.
as a hammer on a surfboard and can throw him over gaps to hit switches, so I guess it's an abusive relationship at best.
Ah! Not the beast!
Well, at least Cortex
Not
can
the
dish out some
breeze!
damage
Not
of
the
his own to
breeze!
Crash. By spanking him? Huh?
What the fuck?
Well, I need some real shit to sink my teeth into.
Um.
So how about Crash the Titans? Get it? Crash the Titans?
Boo-bee.
Ha!
Boo. Boo-boo. Boo-boo. Boo.
Gotta break out the Wii. You know, the Wii turns 20 this year. Isn't that crazy? The Wii is almost old enough to drink.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. I'm getting older just thinking about it.
Boo. Beep-beep boo. Boo-boo-beep.
I claimed your room as British territory, so that means the legal age is 18.
Boo. Boop-bee-boo-boo. Boop-bee. Boop-bee.
Wait, you're saying the Wii is already old enough to drink? Ah,
Evidently.
fuck! Oh, now I gotta find some batteries for the Wiimote. Good thing I
Yeah.
have Die-Hard batteries. Yippee double A, motherfucker! Crash of the Titans is one of those sequels that only gets made because some fucker owns an IP and doesn't want to lose the rights. I mean, I can't think of any other reason why this game had to be Crash Bandicoot themed. It barely feels like a Crash game. Sure, you can play as the
Yeah, like it's more like something out of like Sonic Boom on the Wii U, which I don't know if I had mentioned this before or not, but Sonic Boom is literally one of the worst, not only the worst Sonic game I ever played, but one of the worst games, period. Like worse than 06. Like at least to 06's credit, there's at least some fun to be had despite how bad it is. but when it comes to Sonic Boom, however, it's just straight up bad. Like there's no joy to be had with playing this game. I mean, despite the whole like Knuckles jump glitch thing, which then was later patched, which sucks. But yeah, just like even today, like it's like the game is just really boring, repetitive, uh, uh, like the dialogue is like something out of some straight out of Scooby Doo and shit. Like it's just horrible. But hey, if there's one good thing I can say about this game is that at least the cartoon based on it was pretty good. Like that one got a few laughs out of me, but aside from that, no. Game sucks.
Titular character, titular. You wouldn't even recognize the other characters because they're all redesigned. I mean, look what they did with Tiny Tiger. That hovering almond dripped in shit is actually supposed to be Aku Aku. I mean, did they keep anything from the original design? Besides the feathers? Not to mention, Crash is speaking in complete gibberish. He's made the full transformation into the Tasmanian devil. Actually, no. He doesn't have the spin attack anymore. Well, he does acquire the spin later, but that would be like if Mario couldn't jump until he got the jump ability. Or if you're playing a Castlevania game with no whip. Oh, wait, that actually happened. And it works somehow. Either way, turning a character's signature move into something you have to unlock is straight up sacrilegious. What were they thinking? You unlock new abilities by collecting blue gems called Mojo. So, by having to power up Crash's abilities, we can all assume that at some point, Crash lost his mojo.
Crikey! I've lost my mojo!
Instead of focusing on challenging platforming like the previous games, Crash the Titans decide to go all in on never-ending button-mashing battles against wave after wave of enemies. And look, I get trying something different every once in a while, so that doesn't get stale. But when 2 out of the last 3 games in the series were spin-off kart racers with middling reviews, you'd think they'd make sure to go back to basics.
In a pretty mediocre party game.
Right? No, we had to wait 13 years for that. The game's big gimmick is that Crash can mount the larger monsters and use them as his bitch in combat. But that sounds so fucking wrong, doesn't it? But get this, they call it jacking. Jacking! I'm not making this up. You jack the monster. The fuck is that supposed to mean? Is it like hijacking a car?
I don't think I want to know.
I mean, okay, I sorta get it. But you'd think they'd call it something better than jacking? That's such low-hanging fruit. I don't even know what to do with it. You're pretty much forced to do this every single battle. It's easier said than done. You have to stun the monsters by making their star meters go up. Seems simple, but half the time they block your attack. And they keep recovering stars. And then they kick your ass. Most of my attacks don't do diddly dick against these guys. So you have to charge your attack by holding the button, but 9 times out of 10 that leaves you open to get hit. These enemies are not just gonna stand there and let you charge up. No fucking way. They just rip Crash a new asshole. Fuck! When you finally do manage to jack one of these motherfuckers, it can feel like the ultimate power trip. Now you're the one in control. You gain access to all the monster's abilities and do things like this. And this. Oh, and how about this? It's admittedly a lot of fun. At first. Who wouldn't like riding a giant elephant that can not only destroy every obstacle in your way, but can also blow fire out its trunk? Or look at this giant skunk dude. He's literally throwing his farts. Throwing his farts. Gotta love that. But once you've jacked your 90th palette swapped werewolf, the idea of jacking another creature loses a lot of its appeal. It also just sounds plain rude. What's this? I'm in a bathroom? There's a monster in the stall? I mean, should I even fight him or just leave him alone and let him do his business? Would this be a time for jacking? since it's the Wii version.
Oh no, nerd! You did not go there, my dude. That sounds so wrong on so many levels. Holy shit.
Of course, they had to make some of Crash's moves require motion controls.
Spin
like the
hover.
spinning propeller move that allows you to hover over wide gaps. To spin, they want you to shake the Wiimote. Yeah, shake that Wii. Or you can
Because motion controls.
just hit A. So there's no fucking point to using the Wiimote. I mean, you want to play with your Wii? Be my guest. Yeah, so the motion controls are optional. What's the deal with the nunchuck anyway? How about just have a regular controller? Only Nintendo could get away with this shit. Is there a motion control for the jacking?
Or better yet, why not just have the GameCube controller and why not just have the GameCube controller as an option?
You can only imagine. But no, just use the button commands. However, once you've jacked a monster, their abilities almost exclusively require motion controls. So now they're required, and if you don't use them, you instantly get your ass kicked. You can even use the Wiimote to collect mojo just by pointing at it. Super Mario Galaxy did the same thing later that year, so I have to wonder, who had the idea first? Now, sucking up all the mojo makes it super easy to get any of them that are out of reach. I mean, with just one flick of your wrist, you can get them all. It's so easy now, it pretty much breaks the game. Yeah, now I'm playing with power. Wiimote mojo power.
Hell yeah.
Want to make it even easier? Keep jacking monsters and sucking up mojo. You'll be learning abilities in no time. You're also going to get major carpal tunnel syndrome.
Yeah.
Basically, you can really cheat the system in this game. And I'm not even talking about grinding. You can do that too, but now you feel like the kid at the bowling party who just runs up the lane and smashes all the pins down. So there's a kick move called the Norris Roundhouse. Now, of course, it's a reference to the late Chuck Norris. Rest in peace. Let's talk about that spin move again. Now, for the most part, I found it pretty useless. You gotta spin the stick on the nunchuck repeatedly while tapping the C button, and then if you do it for too long, you get dizzy and can't move for a few seconds. I mean, what the hell? But once you've leveled up enough...
Well, that's dumb, because that's been Crash's thing for like 30 years at this point. Like,
you can spin indefinitely. So now, all of a sudden, it's the best move in the game. Well, that is until you realize the bigger monsters still block the spin. And since you have to keep rotating the stick till your thumb goes raw, I'd say forget about it. It's ass. Alright, one more game. This one's gonna be on Game Boy Advance. Purple Ripto's Rampage. Yeah, and this one is, apparently it's a crossover with Spyro the Dragon. It's a sad state of affairs when both franchises can take a crossfire shit into the same toilet.
Huh. Yeah. Crossovers really suck, don't they?
You know, I've had it up to my ass with this shit. Crash Bandicoot's Purple Ripto's Rampage on Game Boy Advance. When will this end? What crocodile's ass did these games crawl out of? Okay, well you have the spin attack already. Well, maybe this game will be alright. Or not. After a pretty lackluster platforming section,
I'm thinking
you're riding a polar bear, which is just a 2D version of a stage from Crash 2. Okay, now I'm blowing up sheep with a bazooka? I'm not sure what this has to do with Crash Bandicoot, but sure, why not? Eat this! Ba ba black sheep, have you any rocket to the face? Okay, maybe this is awesome. Wait, I jinxed it again. You heard of tank controls? Well, here's tank controls. In a tank! These controls suck fucking monkey fuck. And besides, it has nothing to do with Crash Bandicoot. I'm sorry.
Tell us how you really feel, nerd.
Sorry, I already complained so much, I take it all back. This is the real bullshit. Oh my god, it's getting worse. Now I'm in a Christmas ball with robotic legs, but I'm controlling a helicopter? Why not just have the helicopter? What? Do I have to control Crash, controlling a robot, controlling a helicopter? Do you think that's a little excessive? What's this shitload of fuck? I'm riding a lazy river? Except there's nothing lazy about it other than the lazy game design. And when our star heroes finally meet, do they embrace in a hug? No. They start throwing Molotov cocktails at each other. Yeah, that'll get the job done. Also, this game's rated E for everyone. Hey kids, ever heard of Molotov cocktails? Well, you have now. You're welcome. Oh, and now it's just Arkanoid, basically? They just repackaged old shit. They fucking shat into a sack of shit. And then it sat until it got nasty as ass. And then they stuffed that fuck into another sack of shit and sat it on top of a putrid pile of piss packages. Diuretic rivulets running off the tip of the turberg. They stacked another sack of ass on top of the already shitty shit pile of shit sacks. And next thing you know, you got a steaming pile of shit sacks stacked up. And I didn't even know they stacked shit that high. Fuck this game.
Is the review done?
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, bye.
Wait.
Bye.
Just gonna go like that?
Bye, Caddy.
Huh. Well, that's an abrupt way to end.
Little Mary Poppins reference.
Goodbye, Caddy Poppins. Don't stay way too long.
It's still going. Let's see, is there more? Just gonna let the credits roll here. All right. All right, that was awesome. I very much enjoyed that. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and also if you want to see more from the Nerd and if you want to see more from the Nerd and caddicarus, I'll leave both the links to their channel down below, and yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.